What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my second Forza Horizon 5 discussion video. Now, I do apologize if during this video I sound a little bit weird. I've got a stuffed up nose, so, just bear with me, guys. Anyways, on today's Horizon 5 discussion video, there's been a lot of info that's been given to us over the last couple of days. For instance, like this stuff that you're watching here is like the first 10 minutes of the gameplay that you'll see in Horizon 5. You'll start out in the Bronco, then move all the way up to the Mercedes AMG Project 1. But anyways, the whole thing that I wanted to talk about today was not the actual game itself, but the expansion ideas that I had in mind. But before I get into any of the expansion ideas, guys, I did want to point out something really cool. In the Horizon 5 Premium Edition bundle, one of the things that it's included in the bundle is the Welcome Pack. It's sort of a thing that we've gotten before in Horizon 4, which is, a whole bunch of, like, upgraded cars that were already in the game, but I don't know the whole case with Horizon 5. So anyways, the pack includes something really cool. While looking over it in the Xbox store, I noticed in the description it said something really cool. It said that it includes this sort of a pass. I'll show a picture of it here. It includes this pass thing where when you load up the game for the first time and then you go into the auto show and you get to view all the cars, what that pass can do is basically give you like a free car. You basically can, so let's say I wanted to buy the AMG Project 1. What I can do is I can use this pass and I can basically buy that car for free and save the trouble of me trying to grind for it. Anyways, that was just one of the things I wanted to point out before I get into today's video, is that there's this pass that you can get when you first load up the game if you have the Ultimate Edition, or Premium Edition, sorry. That's just one of the things that I just want to talk about before I get into today's video. Now, about the expansions. Whenever a Forza game comes out, the very first expansion comes out maybe like a month or two after its release. Horizon 4 is a good example with Fortune Island. Fortune Island came out at around December, while the game itself came out in, I believe, September and October. I forgot when, but basically it came out closer toward the end of the year. But the thing is that because Horizon 5 is being released in November, that means that the first expansion is going to come out around maybe January of 2022 or even February. Now, when most people think of a expansion for a Horizon game, they like to think of really like exciting stuff. So like with Horizon 2, they had Storm Island, which was like, a really cool jungle-ish environment, and then for Horizon 3 they had Blizzard Mountain, and Blizzard Mountain was like, it was like a dramatic change from what everyone was expecting for Horizon 3, because Horizon 3 is in Australia, and then with Blizzard Mountain it was mostly, it was all snow and stuff. It was all very, very, and then in Horizon 3 again they had the Hot Wheels expansion, but mostly what I'm trying to focus on right now is the first expansion. I'll get to the second expansion in a little bit, but with the first expansion, I've had like this one little idea that I wanted to kind of get out there, so maybe the developers could see and listen to, but this is just my idea. Now, when most people start talking for an expansion for a Horizon game, they tend to be all like, ooh, what if there was a Japan expansion? But, I mean, it's, no. My idea is that, yes, Horizon 5 is going to be taking place in Mexico, yes. But what if there was, like, some sort of a, okay, guys, you know how, like, I'm always about, like, the next Horizon game being back in America on the West Coast? I'm always open to that idea. I want to see that. But what if there was, like, some sort of somewhat relative thing that was in America? So what if Horizon 5's first expansion was in Hawaii? That's one of the things I've never heard a lot of people talk about, is what if there was a thing that took place in Hawaii. Now, I don't have the whole idea narrowed down yet, but for starters, the way how it would work for Hawaii is that you would start out on the smallest island, and then the more races you do and the more like showcases you do, you would then level up towards the next island. I think the next island from the small island is from, I think it's Kauai? I forget. I have to look at my geography. But essentially, here's the map. So essentially, the more races you do, and the more leveling up you do, the more progress you get to do to level up to the next island, and then, so forth, all the way going up to the big island where there's a massive showcase. I mean, like, really, really cool. And it would be, every single showcase that you took place in on the other islands, you'd be doing that plus another one on the big island. And the cool thing that, because every time an expansion comes out, there's always some sort of a barn find. Fortune Island was an exception. The barn finds were just, $1 million treasure chests. But for this expansion, every single island would have a barn find, and then you would have to probably use those cars in the final, the final showcase. So that's what I kind of think, the first expansion should be, is, a Hawaii-based theme or whatever. But the second expansion is where things get a little more interesting. So when Horizon 3 came out, they launched an expansion that was Hot Wheels, and that was really, really cool. And then when Horizon 4 came out, they came out with the Lego expansion, Lego Valley, and that sort of gave people an idea that there's going to be a theme here for every Horizon game that comes out. The first expansion is going to be, some random thing, but the second expansion is going to be some sort of a marketed thing that's already there, that's car-related and all that. So, what if for the second expansion, I have a couple of ideas here. The first one, for the second expansion, the first idea is, what if it was a Jurassic Park-based expansion? Now, I know some people who are watching this are going to go, oh, it's just kind of useless, there's no point for that. No, but the thing is, though, is that Jurassic World Dominion is coming out next year in June of 2022. And when the second expansion releases, it's most likely going to release sometime around there, since Horizon 5 is going to be coming out so late. Now, my reasoning for there being a Jurassic Park expansion is that, yes, there is dinosaurs, yes, there is jungles, stuff that we would have already gotten in Horizon 3 and 4 with the, jungle-ish and the dinosaurs and all that. But in this case, if there was ever like a Jurassic Park expansion, it would have to obviously, you come with the Jeeps, the Jeeps that you see in like the first 3 films plus 4. But also maybe some Mercedes, since there are some Mercedes-Benz, like the 6x6. There was a 6x6 in Jurassic World, the first one. There's also there's just a whole bunch of really cool Jurassic Park / World vehicles that could be added along with this expansion. Now, like the first idea for like the Hawaii thing, I don't have the whole idea of it laid out, but mainly what I have is just, hey, there should be a Jurassic Park expansion with Jeeps and Mercedes and dinosaurs and all that, and to like Isla Nublar or Isla, I don't know, but that's just sort of like the basic idea. The developers will sort of have to build off of that. So that's a Jurassic Park idea. The second idea is a Rocket League idea. Now, I know some of you are going to go, oh yeah, but don't you need doesn't Forza have to work with the people who make Rocket League and all that? I don't know the whole, I don't know how that whole works, but essentially, it's just an idea, so it might not happen, but again, so the idea is, how, in that one video that Xbox released a while back when Horizon 5 just came out, and it was basically showing off, some of the, the fun features that Horizon 5 is going to have, and then closer toward the end of the video, there's, that one little bit of a video where it shows, the Ford Bronco going in, that arena and all that. And then everyone immediately thought of this kind of reminds me of the Crew 2. Well, for me, that kind of reminded me of Rocket League because of the the wildness of it, I want to say. So, and then plus, I think it's possible for the developers to somehow incorporate some sort of a soccer field, or in this case, football, since I think in Mexico it's called football, not soccer. But essentially, they'd have to work up some sort of a field and, a game mode where it's like Rocket League, but you can also use the cars that are from Rocket League. So I don't know the names of them, but they're the main ones that you could get and use. So that's just sort of it's a very complex idea. I'm actually having a hard time trying to explain it, but essentially, a Rocket League idea. I just feel like that'd be really kind of cool. And that's pretty much it, guys. I know that I didn't really explain everything all that well, but I just wanted to kind of get my ideas out there so developers can sort of, if they might not, but they can probably take inspiration off my idea on the expansions and all that, because they are going to release next year. They both expansion 1 and 2, whatever they're going to be, they're going to release next year. And I hope you guys enjoyed my ideas, and I hope you guys, if you guys have a YouTube channel, you guys can put your ideas out there as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on all of my social medias, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned for more, and peace out.